Hi everyone, I've been invited today just to talk a little bit about Crime Stoppers. So for those of you guys who don't know what we are, we're an independent charity, we're not part of the police, and you can use our service to report crimes but still remain anonymous. We really look after our promise of anonymity to people, and you can really trust us that if you're going to report a crime and you're going to come to us and use our service, well, you can either phone us or you can report online, that no police will ever come and knock on your door, you won't ever end up in court, nobody will ever know that it's you who's reported that crime. We really do look after people by deleting people's phone numbers, deleting people's IP addresses. We won't take any information that can be traced back to you, etc. So we really do kind of make sure that we look after anybody who reports a crime to us. Yeah, so you can either report online or use the phone number. If you look at the website, a lot more people tend to report online now, which is really interesting. You can do that on your phone. Some of the crime types that we can take are things like county lines is a really big one for us, and for those of you guys who don't know what county lines is, it's all about the movement of drugs. A lot of these guys are often gang members where they will have weapons, etc. And people can feel really uncomfortable about reporting those crimes to the police. Simply because perhaps those gangs are threatening people, perhaps they're looking to intimidate people into not reporting that. The real benefit of using Crime Stoppers is that you can report those crimes and remain anonymous. So those gang members will never know who you are, the police will never know who you are. So you really do remain anonymous when you can report through us. And there's also a little bit of information on the website, something really important to remember. We do something called two-way contact. So two-way contact is where you can actually talk to the police can ask you questions through us, but you will still remain anonymous. So the police will never know your name, they'll never know who you are. We send the information on to the police, they ask the questions back, and then it requires you to come back onto our website and enter a unique code. You enter that unique code, and if the police have asked you a question, you can answer it without them ever knowing who you are. So some really important things to remember there. So just to talk a little bit about our involvement with the bid in Soho Road. We did a campaign last year around gang violence in the area. As part of that campaign, we came in, we talked to local people, including the bid, and the bid have been absolutely fantastic in getting Crime Stoppers involved. We're doing this just to raise a little bit of awareness for the local businesses so that you've got Crime Stoppers as a tool that you can use. The bid have been instrumental in getting us into the area. They're going to be distributing leaflets, they're going to be giving out information about Crime Stoppers. So it really can be a great tool for people to use if you want to remain anonymous and you really don't want to talk to the police.
Hi, my name's Tony, I'm store manager from Holland and Barrett. Just want to give you some info about Crime Stoppers. They're a great organisation to have, very helpful. Anything you say to them, they will keep in confidence. Not to worry whether it's a minor thing or a major thing, they will help out as much as they can. And I feel we need to use these guys a lot more often just to make Handsworth a safe haven and what it should be, and to take the stigma out of Soho Road.
So just a few closing remarks, some really important stuff to remember. The biggest one, if you don't remember anything else that I've been talking about today, is the promise of anonymity from the charity. It really is the kind of thing that people trust us for, and it's the reason that people use us. It'd be great to kind of show your appreciation with the bid. The bid have been really instrumental in bringing Crime Stoppers into this area and helping us talk to people about this. Just had a really good chat with Gurmit, one of the local business owners, just trying to explain a little bit more about Crime Stoppers, how the guys can perhaps use our service or tell people along the road how they can use our service, and really again just to drive that point home about our anonymity. So if you are talking to people about Crime Stoppers, you want to tell people about what we do, the anonymity promise is the biggest part of what we do as a charity. So yeah, if I just pass you on, give me your thoughts. And
speaking with Alan, he's just elaborated on what Crime Stoppers is all about. I think it's a great idea for what we hopefully want to use here, because as you know, people are afraid sometimes when there's a policeman speaking to you or somebody else. There's a lot of nosy people that go on around and they see what's going on. It's a great way of behind the scenes telling someone of a crime that may be going on, or someone that's doing some injustice in the area, whatever they may be doing. You've got a chance to speak to somebody direct like Alan. There's a number there on his code as well, so you can give him a call, and it's a private conversation. You haven't got to speak to the police. They will do all of that, so it takes you out of the picture, which is a real great way, because now no one can threaten you in any way. You've got to be doing so. Don't be afraid of something that's going on behind you or nearby. Pick up the phone, call them, and they will handle it. It's a great idea. But I'm going to say this out loud: 0800 555 111. Make a note of the actual number on your phone, because you will need it one day. 0800 555 111. And I strongly suggest you use it, because it's to prevent the crime or the stuff that's going on in the area itself.